My name is Natasha.
Ashton Miller.
My name is Holly Flickinger.
Jolie Baca.
Josh Clare.
Olena Sarazola.
My name is Ryan Heckman.
What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
I am a senior.
I teach high school social studies.
I'm a senior.
I am a senior.
I teach anatomy and physiology and biomedical science.
I usually think of suicide prevention and trying to reduce stress and anxiety.
Mental health, psychology, what makes people happy, what makes people sad, why people think the way they do.
Do you think that we have a weakness in mental health awareness at OG?
Yes, I do. I think that, first of all, we don't understand it as much as we should, and we don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people take it as a joke.
I wouldn't say in our school any more so than it being a larger issue, a societal issue. Maybe because of the stigma behind talking about it, the stigma with bringing up a weakness, of some sort. I think that stems from a societal issue where we struggle with vulnerability. We just struggle with being vulnerable with one another and admitting we have problems. We live in such a society now where we can filter our lives and kind of stay within our own bubble. The idea of talking about our problems and opening up is difficult to even the closest people in our social circles, let alone people not close to us.
Like, depression means you're an attention seeker, anxiety means you're a drama queen, and so on.
Yeah, I feel like there's that certain, in the world we live in today, there's that certain aspect that it's put into. So people have become so known to saying that, oh, you do this because you're an attention seeker, or you do this because of this. And it's not that way in all cases. Like, it's your own, the way you think of how it is and the way other people think it is two totally different things, and I think that's definitely a problem with reality today. Yeah, that's a big issue. And like, some people may seem like it, but really they're not. Like, they really have a problem, and if you sit and talk to that person, I feel like you will learn a lot more about it and them.
And do you think some people do the opposite and they take them and they use these stigmas for their own personal gain?
Well, there's always bullies. I mean, there's always going to be somebody that's going to try to stand in your way. And that could be your friends, your parents, it could be anyone. It's just, honestly, your own choices within yourself.
Yes, like I said before, I think that people don't understand it, and so we tend to put it in those categories, and instead of giving people time and just listening to them because we don't understand, we need to give people time, and I think we need to be educated more about it so we don't put those stigmas on it. If people have never had depression, they don't know what it's like, so they're quick to put this label here, this label there, and that's sad because people are really hurting out there, and if we could recognize it and if we would know how to help them, I think it would be so much easier for people at school.
I had a sister that actually attempted to commit suicide, so mental health hits hard at home with me, and I think, after the recovery process with my sister and everything really made me think twice about how I treat people and what's okay and what's not okay, and I think I brought that into my personal life from here on out, or from the time that it happened to on out.
I guess I would say I'm concerned with how anxiety and depression are perceived by young people today. It's as if they're not a normal part of life, but something that we should avoid at all costs, as if they're unnatural. The reality is that everybody experiences depression and anxiety. There is no way to be human and avoid these very human experiences and emotions. It is true that some experience these more than others. However, it's also how we perceive and face these struggles that define us. And right now, it seems like society is telling us that we need to avoid these things as if they're not normal. Adversity, for example, depression and anxiety, used to be something that we were told would make us stronger. Now I fear that when we label things like depression and anxiety as mental health issues, we're sending the message that these things make us weak and sick. They don't, and they don't have to. They make us human. I think a much better message for youth and all people is that yes, life is hard and suffering to some degree is a part of being human. We all need help from time to time. Some of us have better support systems than others. That's absolutely true. Some of us were taught or had better role models on how to deal with stress and pain. If we really want to help young people, I think it's important to be honest about life, how hard it can be, and show them how to work through it, not to shy away from it. We need to model how to cope with difficulty and ask for help. Most of all, we need to love kids through their hurt without trying to make it go away and fix it for them.
Mental health is everywhere, whether you believe in it or not. It is our job as a community to come together and spread awareness for those suffering. That's why students at our local schools have come together and created Project U. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to ending the silence and shaming of mental health. Meetings are held at pathways across the street of Ottawa Glandorf High School, and for more information you can talk to your school counselors and members of a group called Party. Thank you for watching our video, and please be kind to one another.